We have very weak trees.
Weak trees?
I guess that's the door.
Hurry, don't let it ring again.
Well, hi, how are you? Good to see you again. Oh, shut up. There's that webcam or dash cam. I got it out of the car. Boy, what a fucking day. I had the worst nightmare ever. It wasn't even a fucking dream. It was a nightmare. I mean, it was bad. I hate those. Not very, very good at all, but this is a knife channel. And what's in my pocket? I have the Pro-Tech, the blue auto. I have a Microtech, Ultra-Tech, partially serrated. That's in my pocket. Got up this morning and checked the mail. I drove down the road, checked the mail, and I was like, huh. I put some food out for the feral cats. I think 2 of them now are left, and one's a black one, one's a black and white. You got to be maybe 2 months old, maybe 3. So I drive down the road, nothing out of the ordinary, and I see this, it's only about 1.5 miles to the post office, and I see this flatbed tow truck. It's turning around. It's like you can go that way, you can go this way, you can go that way, and it splits and so on and so forth. Very, very hazardous. And I see him turn around, and he I'm watching him in the rearview mirror, and he just stopped. And he stopped on the Y, where the road splits. And these are they have a lot of semis and everything go blasting through there. And I'm like, geez, dude. And he got out, and he's scampering, underneath, trying to reach them underneath. What the hell? I still didn't, it didn't dawn on me. I think it was a kitten. That's where my brain's going. But by the time I turned around and take a look, I couldn't see. So I didn't see anything, and he got back in his truck and he took off. I was like, huh. So I get back, and on the way back on my road, I see a dead kitten. This is like a good 1.5 miles away from the flatbed truck, and I see this dead kitten, and I'm like, okay. And it wasn't squished, but it had one eyeball popping out. I really hate to see these things, and I wish I hadn't have stopped. I mean, it's just a little thing. I mean, it's really itty bitty. So I pull into my little carport, and I'm like, I wonder. And sure enough, I pop my hood. And luckily, I was only driving about a good 3 miles. But I pop my hood, and I'm looking, and over on the right are 2 itty bitty little kittens in my engine bay compartment. They ain't no more than this long without a tail. I mean, they're just like little things. They had to be maybe just a couple weeks old. And they're just little things. And I'm like, there's 2 of them. And I grabbed one of them, and it bit me. But, so I put where to go. Yeah, it bit me on my thumb after it scratched me. So I put some betadine on it when I got in, and I'm like, and the other one starts scampering and tries to climb up the windshield, and that wasn't going very good. And he or she finally runs off, and I'm thinking, you know what fucking happened? There was 4 of these kittens, and I'm thinking one of them kind of fell out when I was passing that flatbed tow truck, and the other one fell out just a little past my driveway and got killed. died on the tumble down. The other two, it's remarkable that they were able to withstand the engine heat, and they were like scared little fucks. And I don't blame them. Can you imagine not, just your little kittens, and you're like, you're all of a sudden you're on top of this motor going down the road at 40 miles an hour. I'd be pissing my pants too. And then some guy pops the hood and he grabs you by the scruff of the neck to get you out of there. And of course you're going to bite him. People, I have 4 cats now. I'm down to 4, and all mine are spayed and neutered. And yeah, it's expensive. Butch cost me a good $400. I know. But you can always take them to the Humane Society, and a lot of them will do it for free. These kittens, the 4, well, 2 now, and the 2 older ones now that live underneath the porch that I feed, they're a product of at one time somebody got a cat and didn't bother to spay or neuter it, and the cat has kittens. And see, that's what's going to happen with these older ones. These older 2 are going to fuck the younger 2 that are left now, and they're going to make more. And that's also, and I'm pretty sure they're the same litter, because that tax, it's the mother, it's the same colors. And that just causes problems. There's one out here that, is a pretty good sized male. I haven't seen him in a while, and he's been killing chickens. I haven't seen him in a while, and you can kind of put 2 and 2 together on why I haven't seen him in a while. People out here don't tolerate things killing chickens. You just do what you got to do, and you don't say anything about it. And is that cruel? What's cruel is not spay or neutering your pets. Remind you, this is a knife channel. That's what's cruel. Because that mother is going to have litter after litter every 9 weeks until it just drains the fuck out of her, and she can't do it anymore, and she ends up dying. I've seen it. She ends up dying during a litter. Little kitty girl, which I rescued 3 years ago, which is feral, her mother passed in her birth. Little kitty girl was one of one litter, and she's like a short little thing with short little legs, and you wonder why. They need nutrition, and the mother cannot handle this. And I know I'm preaching to the choir, and if people that understand, they understand. People that don't give a damn, they don't care. I'll be like, oh well, whatever, this isn't my problem. It is your problem. It's all of our problems. And that really dampened my waking up in a depressed mood anyway due to my nightmares, and that really dampened my mood for the day. And it just like, it took me a good 8 hours to get over that, because I had something to do, and it wasn't my fault. And if it was intentional, I would not even care, because I'd be one of those heartless little pricks that I'm talking about. And it wasn't my fault, and I tell myself it wasn't, but it still made me feel bad. So come around 5 o'clock, I started to get my mind right, and I was like, I'm gonna watch some Netflix, take my mind off of this. Well, I'm 30 minutes into the show, and the lights flicker, and then the power goes out, which happens frequently out here, and that's why it's kind of quiet. The only thing you hear is a generator in the back, and that's frequent out here. It's like any time a squirrel farts. So I was like, damn, it usually takes an hour for them to fix it. The one down the road where a tree fell, knocked over the power line, took an hour and a half. They cleared the tree and they fixed it. Well, I'm like, all right, I'm used to it. I can wait. 2 hours went by, 2.5. I'm like, damn, what the hell happened? It was just a rain. It wasn't like a tornado went through. So I drive down one road, and I'm getting down there, and I see all these lights, and yellow lights, yellow lights. And that's where you'll see them on this little dash cam. This big old oak tree fell over, and it was like it took out some power lines on a major road. Can you imagine driving along and a tree falls over in front of you? I don't know, that would suck. So luckily it's a minor thing. They got like 8 or 9 trucks on it and cutting up the tree and repairing the line, and once the tree gets cut up, and I'd say it'd be another hour and a half. But you know, it rains, it pours. You know, you got good things going on and good things happen, and my silver stag Bowie is on its way. Donovan too had sent me a care package. That's on its way. It should be Friday or Saturday for both of them. But boy, when it pours, I mean, geez. The bad dream, the power outage, the cat. God, I feel bad when you know, it's like Rip Wheeler on Yellowstone. I like that guy, the character he plays. Last episode, he had to shoot a horse that was down, and the vultures were eating it. And he scared him off. He said, "Damn it! Wait till it dies at least." So he went up there and he shot it. It wasn't, you know, salvageable, and he put it out of its misery. And he said, "I would rather kill 1,000 men than kill one horse." I understand that. I'm that way with cats. So spay or neuter your pets. Have some responsibility. You know, don't let them run all over the fucking place. You know? And this is a knife channel. And on that note, I have to go now. I am so terribly busy. We'll see you. Thanks for listening. I feel better. Not really, but cool.